Welcome to WagerTalk TV. I am Kelly Stewart, joined by Tony Mejia at Mejia Dinero on Twitter and Steve Merrill at Steve Merrill on Twitter, 2 R's, 1 L. Today we are talking the Buffalo Bills at the Tennessee Titans, Monday Night Football. This one's been bet up a ton, and of course it has. The Bills looked so good last Sunday against the Chiefs. That was my bailout game, Steve Merrill. Bills now minus 5.5 over the Titans. Total 54. Kind of lean towards the home dog here, but I have not been that high on the Titans this year, and I do have a season win total under ticket in my pocket, so kind of hope maybe they just lose by a field goal, but not sure if I'm going to be getting involved.
Yeah, the one of the most public plays last week in my Fade the Public NFL video here on WagerTalk TV, and one of the most public underdogs all season was actually the Buffalo Bills on that Sunday night game, Kelly. So it was a good bailout game for the public as well, I would assume. And hard to go against this Buffalo team right now. They're smoking. They do look like the best team in football. I want to quickly point out, though, maybe it's just Kansas City's a really bad team now because they got blown out in the Super Bowl. We all gave them a pass because their offensive line was banged up. But this Kansas City defense is giving up over 7 yards per play this year, 32.5 points a game. So I think when we look back on it, maybe we're going to say, hey, the Chiefs just aren't that good or not nearly as good as we thought. But Buffalo's gotten it done. Obviously, some of the other wins have come against lackluster opponents. They beat up on the football team. That's the Redskins, by the way, the Dolphins and the Texans in between of that loss at Pittsburgh. I always say I don't acknowledge week one. You know, it's a semi-preseason still. So I do think that Buffalo loss at Pittsburgh, we can discount a little bit. But also you do worry about a flat spot here. It's hard to have your A game each and every week. And as you said, that was a huge win for the Bills. It was the Sunday nighter against the Chiefs, a team, keep in mind, that kept them out of the Super Bowl last year. So that was a huge double revenge game from last season as well. Now they have to travel and play another primetime game on the road for the second straight week. So on the surface, doesn't look like a great spot, but I'm not ready to get in front of this Buffalo bandwagon. It's a lay it and play it or pass for me as far as the side in this one. By the way, the Bills do look very public once again this week. We haven't had a public Monday night play on my video yet, my Fade the Public video. This one might get close to making it. As I said last week, they were the third most public side, second most public underdog of the season. They got it done. The public is short-term memory. When they win, they come right back with them. So I do think this line continues to rise, and we've seen that happen. The look ahead last week before the Bills won at Kansas City was going to be around 3. Now it's sitting 5, 5.5. So actually 5.5, 6. It's going even higher as we head into the weekend. So once again, if you like Tennessee, you probably wait Monday night and play it a little bit later than sooner. If you like the Bills, grab the 5.5. You're probably going to get 6 or worse on Monday. As far as the total in this one, hard to play an under in a Buffalo game. That offense is smoking. Other than that first week against Pittsburgh, they basically have put up 35 or more in every single game since. The question becomes, can Tennessee slow this down, make it kind of a smash-mouth football running game with that 5 yards per carry? That's the chance to keep it close. So I think you can make an argument that the Titans and the under are somewhat correlated. Bills and over somewhat correlated too for all you parlay players out there.
That's actually not a bad correlation. Tony, talk some Monday Night Football to me.
Well, I would imagine that this is a Kelly Stewart special with the home dog and the rising. So I would say that you're probably going to recommend waiting and taking as many points as you can with the Titans. I will say that the Bills, my line on this game was 3.5. So they're definitely overvalued here, but I don't want to step in front of them having covered 4 straight games. And here's what worries me about Tennessee. Their last 2 opponents are the Jets and the Jaguars. And then you step up from that to the Buffalo Bills and that offense. And the fact that, look at the teams that they played, Tennessee, Indianapolis, Jacksonville, and the Jets, all questionable offensively with questionable receivers. Now they'll face a Bills team that, like I said, is smoking with a quarterback who is making sure that everybody eats, not just Stephon Diggs. We've seen Dalton Knox really emerge over the last couple of games. And the thing is that Buffalo looked so impressive that there's really no value on them in this particular spot. But, they might be able to go ahead and cover this anyway. I really do like the over on this as well, because the one team that really did perform offensively against Tennessee, 2 teams actually, Arizona and Seattle, both broke 30. And I think Buffalo can do that as well. And Tennessee gets Julio Jones back from a hamstring injury. A.J. Brown also, he missed time. He's in the mix. So I think we'll see points here. Ryan Tannehill will have no choice but to try and keep pace with the Buffalo offense. So my lean on this game on Monday night is the over and Buffalo. But again, you're definitely should get on Buffalo now, as Steve said, if you're going to lay the points, because I think we'll get to 6.5 come Monday night.
Thank you to Tony and Steve. Make sure you guys head over to our Wager Talk YouTube channel. Check out all of our other videos.